opposite, because these people can use their money in the capitalist press to give gifts to places like Harvard or Brown University or MIT to make themselves look like philanthropists instead of terribly corrupt outlaws.
She's saying Epstein rehabilitated himself in that way, or tried to.
In Hollywood, he could make or break a woman's career. And those people who wouldn't have sex with him, he broke. He sent messages to the studios and to the other producers.
She's saying Epstein did that in the Sackler family, the opium family. Did that.
People like Daryl Hannah,
spent a bunch of money,
popular young beautiful star,
sold a bunch
suddenly
of
disappeared. No one would work with her, and
sold a bunch of opiums. Gave a bunch of money to places and got a bunch of positive press coverage.
A woman to be his assistant, to lure these women into meetings with him about contracts to be in the movies, and then the woman who was present initially would disappear. And he was a large, heavy man, and he would coerce the young woman there and tell them that the only way they would get anywhere was to have sex with him. And he would tell the more established stars that if they didn't have sex with him, he would destroy their careers, and he did do that. So he used his capitalist position to enhance his patriarchal privilege. All of these men were eventually discovered, exposed, and punished. However, the pattern remains, and it's an important pattern and exists across all races, across all religions, across all jobs, and all ethnicities. And the reason
capitalism
it
is for. It's for patriarchy.
Is because of several things, and I should talk a little bit about gender. One of the problems with being male is that men are not allowed the full range of their vulnerabilities and emotions. Little boys are taught that to cry is to be a sissy.
Masculinity is a dangerous myth.
Little boys are allowed anger, they're allowed to fight, but they're not allowed tenderness, they're not allowed solace,
because
they're not allowed declared loneliness, they're
inherited
not allowed
abuse, or it's passed along
all those
trauma.
Vulnerable emotions into a compartment.
Fighting isn't an emotion, by the way.
Which are rage and
rage.
Coercion.
Isn't really an emotion.
It's not really an emotion, but rage.
Thank
and
you.
Need for power.
And none of it is. It's all a corruption upon humanity. It's a cancer upon humanity. Patriarchy, masculinity itself.
Matriarchy.
Prove me wrong.
Of mothers, babysitters, daycare workers, nurses, and so the powerful figures that dominate their lives when they are most humiliated and helpless are women. And so a lot of men harbor a lot of hatred and anger at women and need to overpower them. Another factor is within our
for patriarchy to continue, you have to keep abusing. It's traumatic, not hereditary, but passed on abuse.
Fathers who can show them what being a man is. So often men, and particularly
men
of
abuse.
In communities where fathers are very
what being a man is that. It's a chain of abuse. There's not a positive example. Show me the positive male example. Again, prove it to me in comments.
And a lot of the best emotions are feminine. Vulnerability, need, extension of yourself.
Just go ahead and say all emotions are feminine, scrap the masculine concept, and you're good.
And in your privation,
all people are feminine. Masculinity is a corruption upon humanity.
Therefore,
there's nothing good about it. Prove me wrong in comments.
For the women that they dominate. And women are trained to take care.
Domination is not natural.
We play the dolls in the United States.
It's just a
boys
corruption.
play the guns and rock'em sock'em robots and other aggressive things. The United States is particularly terrible about this. But we are trained to be caretakers. Yeah.
I'm down for video games, but video games like Animal Crossing too.